Hi guys, and welcome to this short video in which I will give you a briefing into the SIGNL4 categories. So why do we use categories in SIGNL4? First, they define how a signal is visualized. So each category gets a color and an icon, and thereby we can greatly assign like locations or devices or services that are affected, and then we can recognize where the problem is or what's the matter of an alert. Or in other scenarios, you create two categories, a red one and the blue one, and then every time the red category is assigned to an incoming event, then you immediately know it's a super critical incident that you are seeing. Second point here, we use them to define what is alerted. So we use keywords to match categories and assign the right category to the right event that you send in. And if there is no keyword match at all to any category, then the incoming data can be dropped and filtered out. And I will show that in a few moments in this video as well. And third point here is we define who from the team gets what. So we manage responsibilities. You don't want anyone from everybody from the team getting the same alarms. Instead, you would want to send everyone only the stuff and alerts for the things that he's responsible for. And that is also managed through the categories in SIGNL4. And the last item here is from an end user perspective. Then we can also use the app that you can see on the right hand side to select specific kind of push tones and ringtones based on the category that an alert is assigned to. So we can thereby recognize based on a push tone what is affected, or is it critical or less critical, and so on. Okay, let's get ahead and use the app here. And on the top right is that settings gear that I can open, and then it says services and systems, and this gives us an overview of the categories that are created and available here in that SIGNL4 IT Ops team. It's a little bit IT operations based, also kind of facility stuff here with the campus category. And I will create a new one and move towards a utility provider, utility management. So I will create an energy category. Energy is green today, and then let's find a proper icon like the wind turbine here, and we will add like a keyword that identifies this category, like a transformer, a transformer device. I could add multiple keywords here like voltage or related stuff, or current or whatever, and then also select if all of these keywords that I add to the category must be in incoming data to apply it, or only one. I will leave that category with the first option here, so any keyword found in incoming data assigns that energy category. Cool, let's do this same thing here in the portal, in the web app of SIGNL4. And in the menu you can see there's an item says categories, and let's go ahead and create a category here as well. And this time we create a water category and use the water tab here as an icon, and then we leave it blue, and enter like for a keyword the word pump here. So whenever pump station reports an issue or a sensor has reported some incident here, then we want to assign this water category. So both categories are created, and when we refresh the app, the category should also show up here on the bottom. It's already there while the page is reloading. So we have the water category and an energy category created in our SIGNL4 team. Can only be done if you have according permissions, of course. So let's open the new view here and see what happens when we now trigger events and send data in. So what I am doing now is typically done by sensors, monitoring devices, monitoring software. These systems can send an email to any address when there is a problem with these kind of devices, and this is what I will do manually here for the purpose of this video. So let's go ahead and create a water problem. So here we say a pump station has reported an issue, and we send that to our SIGNL4 email address. So that's one API that we have in SIGNL4, one of many others. And then let's see what happens here in the app. Yeah, so that category is assigned. We can easily recognize that it is a water problem, and yeah, we can see what's affected here just by the visualization of the alarm. And in contrast to that, let's create like the other energy related problem with the transformer, send that in, and then we will see the other category is assigned. Yeah, again, icon, very representative, so we know what's affected and what's the problem. And this is assigned with the keywords. Okay, so how can we now control what is alerted, which kind of problems? Yeah, we can understand that if we send another email in without containing or without adding any of the keywords that we have in our categories. Yeah, so let's say there is like a problem in building A. Yeah, so let's copy that to the clipboard and send that in, and let's see what happens here. Yeah, here this time we can see there is a kind of default category assigned. Yeah, because I do not have any of the pump or transformer keywords in that message. It's put into a default category with that standard icon, that exclamation mark. And this is what we want to change, because we only want to notify qualified kind of problems, things that we know and expect. How can we do that? You can see in the web app, in the category page, there is an option like filter signals. We can activate that, and then it says that we will only be notified if incoming events like the email or webhook calls or whatever contain any of the keywords that you have composed and managed on your categories. Yeah, so we can see and find the transformer keyword here in the energy category that we created, and also the pump should show up here. We see it here for the water category. Yeah, and if now things come in that do not match any of these keywords of your categories, then please drop that out and don't call people in the middle of the night. Yeah, so we save that and bring back the app, maybe egg all the stuff that we have in the queue, and then yeah, send another email in and see that nothing happens at all, that we don't see any notifications here. If we send an unqualified data in, then you can see this time nothing happens. Yeah, it does not trigger an alarm because the event filtering based on the category keywords here is activated. You can also keep track of these kind of activities and service behavior in the portal, for instance, in the signals section. And you click here. You can see the overview of all signals and alarms that have been opened. And there's another tab like the events. And here you can see the recent items that I've triggered and acknowledged recently. But when we change to the events, then you can see the topmost item here represents the latest building alarm that I've sent in. And it was filtered, yeah, because these kind of these words here were not present on any category as a keyword, and that's why they are filtered out if you activate this toggle. Okay, let's go ahead here and deal with the question: how can we make sure that not everybody from the team receives all the same signals and alert notifications? How can we do like responsibility-based alerting and send people only alerts for the systems they are responsible for? You can see here on the categories page that assignments tab. Yeah. So when I open it, then we can see all the members from this SIGNL4 team in the rows, and the categories that we've created in the team are the columns, and then we can control for each team member what he's responsible for and what according alarms he's getting. So let's tick off this energy category here for this user that I'm also logged in the mobile app with. So you can see it here based on a profile image that matches. And let's say I am not responsible for the wind turbines. I can only deal with water taps. And let's pick another user where we make it the opposite. So here we can control in that matrix who is receiving what and how we notify, because you can also change a kind of in-between state where people only see alerts, but would not be notified in terms of playing a push tone and so on and so forth. Okay, let's save these assignments here. And then when we send an energy alarm to the team and to my app, then we won't see anything because I am no longer responsible. We will now only see the water related, the pump problems actually. So let's show or explore how that experience is. So I send an energy alert. It's not notifying, because I am no longer responsible for the wind turbines. And in contrast to that, when there is an issue in a pump station, that won't go through, because I have responsibility and need to work and repair the pump actually. So this is how you control who's receiving which kind of alerts and incidents in SIGNL4. When we open that up again and make sure that everyone receives everything again, then we will also find the first alarm in the app in my current login. So that also works with historic alarms that are created in the past. So now I have, according permission again, you can see it changes to 2, and I see that energy related problem as well, because I am considered to be responsible now for this category as well. Okay. Last item on my list is to show you how you can set up different ringtones for the categories, so that you not only recognize what's affected by looking at the signal, but also just by hearing or listening to the push tone when a SIGNL4 push notification on your phone comes in. When we browse the categories again, and open the energy category, you can see here that there's a toggle that says Overwrite Push Settings. So we activate it, and then you can see we can select a specific tone, like the beacon here. This tone is not so loud, so the specific tone for this category is set. You could also activate iOS critical alerts here, to override the hardware mute switch on that phone. And let's select another push tone for the water category, for the pump related incidents. So let's take the bell tower here. So make sure that one is saved as well. And so now you can see beacon for the energy related things, and whenever there's a pump issue, then we expect the bell tower. Okay, so let's try to listen and start with energy here. Which kind of tones we hear this time. So you heard the beacon. It's not a standard alarm tone anymore, and this is also applying when the phone is locked and the regular push message is coming in. And for the water, let's see if that is the other tone now. So we can recognize on the push, based on the push sound, what's affected here. Pretty good stuff. Okay, guys. Last thing is a small trick that I wanted to show you. Because this is the most important thing with the categories, is kind of routing and assigning the correct category. And then what I have done here is always working with the keyword mechanism, with the keyword matching algorithm. But what you can also do is you can specify with the data that you send in, if you have access to it and can compose bodies and PDUs that are sent to us, which kind of category is assigned. So you use a specific parameter, how we call it, an event parameter. And I now say this is a water related problem. See how I override the keyword that is actually present in that email text here, but I use the parameter : value format here, and the value is simply the name of the category that I wish to assign. And that trick works with, like, in an email, and when you use the webhook of your SIGNL4 team, when you include this one here as a kind of JSON parameter in the data that you send in, works the same way, and you assign thereby from outside with the data that you send in what kind of category yeah, it should go into. Yeah. So notice the sound of the water category, and also even if it still talks about like voltage drop in a transformer building, we have assigned it to the water category. Yeah, so controlling from outside with the data that you send into your SIGNL4 team, which category should be assigned. Okay, guys, yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and looking forward to seeing you next time.